What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, June 3rd. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. It's the only place you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. Finally, let me know in the comments section who is your favorite and least favorite of my contenders for today's slate. We are rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Austin Rivers, Chris Paul, Norm Powell, Michael Porter Jr., and JUSUF NURKIC on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It is time to find out. First up at number 5, we're going to small forward, power forward eligible Aaron Gordon. He's 5,300, projected for 27. The goal's 36, and he is in the optimal lineup 39% of the time. Now, starting it off right here, the Blazers-Nuggets game is just a much better fantasy game than Lakers-Suns, so we're going to see a little bit more here. I gave Gordon 30 minutes at 0.9 fantasy points per minute. That's actually a decent rate for some of these guys because we got a lot of 0.7 guys that are looking like major plays for today. 19% usage for Gordon, 12 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, a stock and a half, and you're hoping that he can get to like 3 or 4. That will help you pay off that salary. But the dual eligibility is very helpful. The mid-tier price tag is very helpful. And the fact that he is likely to play 30 or more minutes in this Game 6, I like Aaron Gordon quite a bit. At number 4, we're paying up at point guard, and we're going to $10,300 Damian Lillard. He's projected for 54. The goal is 69. Nice. He's in the optimal lineup 40% of the time. If they don't win this game, they are going home, and I don't get the sense the Dame is going to go home lightly. 41 minutes, and honestly, if anybody in this league is going to play 48 minutes today, it's probably Damian Lillard. 1.3 fantasy points per minute, 30% usage, and 31 real points. 9 assists, 4.5 boards, maybe a steal, but honestly, we're talking about Dame knocking down everything. He did it in Game 5. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. I don't see a reason why Dame would change up the game plan. He's going to be gunning the entire time, and he is basically a lock, barring a monster blowout, to play more than 40 minutes. Would you be surprised at 42, 43, 44? I know I wouldn't. You got to play Dame today, but he's not my preferred pay-up option. And he's not even my preferred Blazer. Number 3, point guard, shooting guard eligible MCCOLLUM. He is 7,600, and that is important here on a 2-game slate. Projected for 41, the goal is 51, and he's in the optimal lineup 41% of the time, just a hair more than Dame. CJ's going to play basically the same minutes as Dame. I got him in for 41. That's a fantasy point per minute rate. He hasn't been there in the playoffs so far, but I can't project CJ that much worse. Shooting's been down a little bit. To me, that's a little fluky, especially against a Denver team that's not very good defensively. 25% usage for CJ, 24 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. But really, what you're looking for here is the positional freedom. You get point guard and you get shooting guard, and the fact that he's only 7,600. He's significantly easier to roster, especially when I would rather pay up for someone other than Dame. And when I say rather, obviously, we're talking about the number 2 guy and the number 4 guy. I want to pay up for both of them. But if I'm flipping a coin, I'm taking this next guy. And that would be center NIKOLA JOKIC. He is 10,700. I almost said 10,100, but that would not have been correct. 58 fantasy point projection. The goal is 70 plus. And he's going to be in the optimal lineup 41% of the time. That's a big total. However, it's NIKOLA JOKIC, and he does everything for this Denver team. Now, the assists have been down, but the scoring is up tremendously. I'm giving him 37 minutes. I would guess that they're looking to close them out here. 1.57 fantasy points per minute. Got to scratch the nose. 35% usage, which is nuts. It's actually been higher so far in the playoffs. 31 real points, 11 boards, 6.5 assists, still 2 stocks. This spot looks exceptional. If they happen to get JUSUF NURKIC into foul trouble again, Jokic is going to beast. Doesn't matter if it's Enes Kanter out there or all of the other non-centers that they try, like Rondé Hollis-Jefferson or Melo or Covington or whoever we're going to have masquerading as a center. Don't overthink this one. Jokic trying to close out the Portland Trail Blazers at 10,700. I have no doubt about it. I am loading up on Jokic, my preferred pay-up option. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Then head to Twitter and follow me at Josh Engleman. Only place you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. Late lock today, by the way. Keep your eyes peeled for it. Finally, underneath this video in the comment section, I want your favorite contender, your least favorite contender, and the guy that you thought should be on this list that you didn't see. And I am quite confident I know exactly who that is. Finally, the number one contender for today's slate is power forward center eligible Robert Covington. He is 5,100, projected for 27. The goal is 35, and he is in the optimal lineup 43% of the time. Covington just makes lineups work better. He's playing more minutes, especially now that they've worked Enes Kanter out of the rotation. So I've got Covington in for 37, but in an elimination game, he could play 40, and I wouldn't be shocked. 0.72 DK points per minute isn't the best, so you're really relying on the minutes. 10% usage is comically low. 9 points, 7 boards, an assist and a half, a steal and a half, a block and a half. You're hoping for the steals and the blocks. Anything north of 3, and you're probably going to get some decent value out of Robert Covington. Ultimately, the fact that you could roster him at forward and center, and the fact that he's only 5,100 playing north of 36 minutes is enough to create an incredible amount of value. Watch is dinging because it's 8 o'clock. I need to drink a little bit of water. But for right now, I'm drinking in Robert Covington, the number one contender for today's slate. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, June 3rd. Process show is in the books. Go watch that. FanDuel version of this video is around here somewhere. Strategy show, 10 a.m. Eastern time with Adam Kaufman as we break down these two games. And then that's it. I'm not on live before lock, so keep your eyes peeled to my Twitter account. I will be back again tomorrow. We only have one game, so showdown contenders coming for DraftKings. FanDuel single game as well. Contenders will look a little bit different, but they're not going anywhere. Good luck tonight, everybody. I will catch you again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.